Good morning, all of you. Today I am going to discuss fourth unit of organic chemistry. The fourth unit of organic chemistry consists of three sections. We will see one by one. The first section is halide. In the section of halide, we will see two types of halide. First one is phosphorus halide and the second one is sulfur halide. Now the second section of fourth unit is enamine. In the second section, we will see preparation of enamine and synthetic application of enamine. Now the final or third section of fourth unit is Ampolan concept. In the third section, we will see the preparation and synthetic application of Ampolan concept, and also we will see various types of Ampolan reagent. So this is all about fourth unit. We will see one by one. Firstly, I am going to teach you halide. When you see the headline halide, the question will be arise in your mind, what is halide? So I am going to explain halide with the help of 4 to 5 points. Listen carefully. The first point is any non-metallic species. Any non-metallic species like sulfur, phosphorus or nitrogen. Any non-metallic species like sulfur, phosphorus or nitrogen react with compound of carbon having leaving group. Then by acid to type, the non-metallic species added to carbon. This is our first point. Now let us see here. This is the triphenyl phosphine. Here phosphorus is a non-metallic species. It is also called as a heteroatom. We know that heteroatom contain a lone pair. So here one lone pair is present on phosphorus. Now I am going to another reactant of first point, carbon. Containing a leaving group Br. Now see here phosphorus is our non-metallic species and carbon containing group is methyl bromide and here bromine is a leaving group. So here phosphorus have a lone pair, it act as a nucleophile and carbon bear a slightly partially positive charge, so it acts as an electrophile. So the lone pair of phosphorus attack over a carbon atom, simultaneously Br is removed here. So this reaction just happen like SN2 type. SN2 type. We know that in SN2 type, one species attack on an attacking center and another species detach from the attacking center simultaneously, and we will generate this type of intermediate CH3 single bond P positive PH3 dash Br negative. So it is the salt of triphenylphosphine and alkyl halide. It is also called as phosphonium salt. So in the first point, I will clearly mention any non-metallic species like sulfur, phosphorus or nitrogen is treated with compound of carbon having a living group, then by SN2 type the non-metallic species added over the carbon atom, and we will get salt. This salt also called as a phosphonium salt. This is our first point. Now the second point is when we observe the orientation of phosphonium salt, the carbon atom is directly attached with the non-metallic species, due to which the hydrogen of carbon atom become more acidic. Due to which the hydrogen of carbon atom become acidic. Why it is become more acidic? Because of the carbon is directly bonded with non-metallic species. We know that the non-metallic species, here phosphorus, have some properties. The first properties is the non-metallic species is highly electronegative. The non-metallic species have properties. It is highly electronegative. It means it attracts the proton towards it. So when we observe the orientation of phosphonium salt, here the non-metallic species phosphorus attract the electronic cloud present between the carbon and hydrogen atom towards it, due to which these hydrogen become acidic and it is easily removed with help of a strong base. So in the second point, we will talk the phosphonium salt, the carbon of phosphonium salt contain a hydrogen atom. These hydrogen atom become more acidic and it is easily available to remove. This is our second point. Now the third form point is, in the third point we will use different type of strong base to remove this proton. To remove this proton. Generally in halide I am taking here N-butyl lithium. N-butyl lithium. The N-butyl lithium is a strong base and it is easily remove this acidic proton from phosphonium salt. What will be happen here? Firstly, the N-butyl lithium undergoes hydrolytic bond cleavage and we will get two fragments. First one is CH3 CH2 single bond CH2 single bond CH2 negative plus Ni positive. We know that the electronegativity difference present in between carbon and lithium. Carbon have a more electronegativity as compared to lithium. So when it undergoes hydrolytic bond cleavage, then both the electrons of this bond shifted toward the carbon and carbon become a negatively charged species. It is act as a nucleophile. It is act as a nucleophile. And lithium become a positive charge species due to the loss of electron, and it is act as a electrophile. So in the third point, the bromine of the phosphonium salt react with lithium and form NiBr as a byproduct. Okay. Now the carbon ion or nucleophile attract the photon from phosphonium salt, carbon of phosphonium salt. Here only proton attraction take place, so the bond between carbon and hydrogen shifted toward the carbon and carbon bear a negative charge. So we will get the final product like that: CH H negative, single bond P positive, PH3. This is our third point. In third point we will form the final product. This is our final product. What will be happen in third point? In third point we will use strong base N-butyl lithium to remove the acidic proton of phosphonium salt, and we will get this type of final product. Now the fourth point, I am telling you fourth point, listen carefully. When we observe the final product, here ampollum is obtained. Now the question will be arise in your mind, what is ampollum and how it is obtained here? Now let us see here our first reactant. This is our first reactant, methyl bromide. The carbon of methyl bromide have a partially positive charge. But in a last product, we will see the carbon have a negative charge. So ampollum is nothing but the change of polarity of carbon from positive to negative. Now see here the first carbon have positive charge and the last carbon have negative charge. So here ampollum will be observed or obtained. This is our fourth point. And the last point is the species. The species contain a negative charge carbon directly attached to the phosphorus charge non-metallic. The species containing a negatively charged carbon directly attached with the positive charge non-metallic species are called as halide. So this is our final product, halide. So and explain the halide with the help of 5 points. In the first point, we will see any non-metallic species like sulfur, phosphorus or nitrogen is react with compound of carbon having a leaving group, then by SN2 type the non-metallic species added over the carbon and we will get the first product or first intermediate, phosphonium salt. This is our first point product, phosphonium salt. This is our first point. In the second point, we will see the hydrogen of the carbon atom become more acidic because of the carbon is directly attached with the non-metallic species. We know that the non-metallic species is highly electronegative species. It means it attracts the electronic cloud towards it. So here the electronic cloud present between the carbon and hydrogen is shifted toward the phosphorus non-metallic species, due to which this hydrogen become more acidic and it is easily available to remove. This is our second point. In the third point, we will see the more acidic hydrogen atom is easily removed with the help of a strong base. Here I am taken N-butyl lithium is a strong base. Firstly, the N-butyl lithium undergoes heterolytic bond cleavage to form a carbon anion. This carbon anion acts as a nucleophile and lithium acts as a carbocation and it is also act as an electrophile. So in the second point, the bromine is attacked on a lithium to form a byproduct, lithium bromide. Also here the carbon ion acts as a nucleophile and it attracts the photon to form an N-butane. CH3 single bond CH2, single bond CH2, single bond CH3 as a byproduct. And finally we will get our final product, halide. CH2 negative single bond, pH positive, pH3. This is called as a halide. In the fourth point, we will see here Ampollal concept will be observed or obtained. Ampollal concept is nothing but the change of polarity of carbon from positive to negative. When we see the first reactant, here carbon have a partially positive charge that is converted lastly into negative charge. So in the fourth point we will see a halide Ampollal concept also observed. And in the final point we will see our product, the species having a negatively charged carbon singly bonded with positively charged non-metallic species. This species is called as halide. This is our halide. I hope you will be understand better. सिंपली हमने क्या देखा, halide किसे कहते हैं. halide का एक्सप्लेनेशन हमने 5 पॉइंट में देखे. तो फर्स्ट पॉइंट क्या था उसमें? फर्स्ट पॉइंट ये था कि एनी नॉन मेटेलिक स्पेसिस, हमारे पास नॉन मेटेलिक स्पेसिस कौन से? सल्फर है, फास्फोरस है और नाइट्रोजन है. ठीक है. एंड इन नॉन मेटेलिक स्पेसीज की रिएक्शन फर्स्ट पॉइंट में हमने किसके साथ करे, कार्बन कंटेनिंग कंपाउंड। यहाँ पर कार्बन कंटेनिंग कंपाउंड क्या लिया हमने, मिथिल ब्रोमाइड। और कार्बन कंटेनिंग कंपाउंड के पास एटलीस्ट वन लिविंग ग्रुप होना, यहाँ पर जो लिविंग ग्रुप था हमारा ब्रोमीन था। तो ये नॉन मेटेलिक स्पेसीज यहाँ पर हमने लिए ट्राइफिनिल फॉस्फेट। ये ट्राइफिनिल फॉस्फेट जो है इसमें जो फास्फोरस है नॉन मेटेलिक स्पेसीज है, और मिथिल ब्रोमाइड जो है हमारा कंपाउंड है कार्बन कंटेनिंग, दोनों के बीच में रिएक्शन करें हमने एसेंट उठाए। यहाँ पर क्या होता, फास्फोरस के पास दो पेयर आ गए तो ये एक्ट करता एज अ न्यूक्लियोफाइल, और वो एक्ट टाइप करता मिथिल ब्रोमाइड के कार्बन पे, क्योंकि मिथिल ब्रोमाइड के कार्बन पे स्लाइटली पार्शियल पॉजिटिव चार्ज रहता और वो एक्ट करता ऐसा इलेक्ट्रोफाइल। तो न्यूक्लियोफाइल की रिएक्शन होती है इलेक्ट्रोफाइल पे, और SN2 में क्या लेते हैं हम साइमल्टेनियसली जो लिविंग ग्रुप होता है Br क्या होता, रिमूव होता, और हमको जो प्रोडक्ट मिलता इस टाइप का फॉस्फोरियम सॉल्ट। हमने ये फर्स्ट पॉइंट में देखा। तो सेकंड पॉइंट में हमने क्या देखा, जो फॉस्फोरियम सॉल्ट का स्ट्रक्चर है उसमें जो है कार्बन जो है डायरेक्टली नॉन मेटेलिक स्पेसीज फास्फोरस से क्या है, अटैच्ड है। हमको पता है नॉन मेटेलिक की जो कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स है वो क्या है, हाईली इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिव स्पेसीज, हाईली नेगेटिव स्पेसीज है, जिसकी वजह से वो क्या करता, अपने तरफ इलेक्ट्रॉनिक क्लाउड को अट्रैक्ट करता। अब हम यहाँ देखते हैं कार्बन और हाइड्रोजन के बीच में जो इलेक्ट्रॉनिक क्लाउड है उसको क्या करता, फास्फोरस अपने तरफ अट्रैक्ट करता, जिसकी वजह से ये जो हाइड्रोजन जो है एसिडिक हो जाता है, और एसिडिक हाइड्रोजन होने की वजह से ये इजीली अवेलेबल हो जाते हैं रिमूव होने के लिए। तो सेकंड पॉइंट में हमने क्या देखा, जो एन ब्यूटिल लिथियम है हमारा ये स्ट्रॉन्ग बेस है, और बेस का क्या काम है, जनरली बेस डीप्रोटोनेशन करता। तो बेस क्या करता है, एन ब्यूटिल लिथियम यहाँ से एक प्रोटॉन को रिमूव करता और हमको जो हमारा डिजायर प्रोडक्ट है फाइनल प्रोडक्ट इलाइट फॉर्म करता। ये है हमारा इलाइट। और हमने ऑब्जर्व करा इलाइट का स्ट्रक्चर, तो यहाँ पर अम्पोलन जो कंसेप्ट है वो भी क्या होता हमको मिलता, ऑब्जर्व होता। अम्पोलन कंसेप्ट क्या होता, सिंपली जो कार्बन की जो पोलैरिटी है, यहाँ पर कार्बन की पोलैरिटी क्या है, पॉजिटिव है, ये पॉजिटिव चार्ज स्पेसीज है यहाँ पर कार्बन। लेकिन लास्ट में हम जब इलाइट का स्ट्रक्चर देखते हैं तो कार्बन की पोलैरिटी चेंज हो जाती है पॉजिटिव से नेगेटिव में। तो ये कंसेप्ट जो है इसको अम्पोलन कंसेप्ट बोलते हैं। सिंपली अम्पोलन कंसेप्ट मींस चेंज ऑफ पोलैरिटी ऑफ कार्बन फ्रॉम पॉजिटिव टू नेगेटिव। ये हमने चौथे पॉइंट में देखा। पांचवें पॉइंट में क्या देखा हमने, फाइनल हमारा स्ट्रक्चर, और उसको कैसे डिफाइन करें हमने, नेगेटिवली चार्ज कार्बन इज डायरेक्टली अटैच्ड टू द पॉजिटिवली चार्ज फास्फोरस और नॉन मेटेलिक स्पेसीज, दिस इज कॉल्ड एज इलाइट। दिस इज द जनरल एक्सप्लेनेशन of phosphorus elide. I hope you will be understand better. Now second, I am going to teach you types of elide.